if you guys are new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and don't forget to share. Today I'm going to be talking about the Midheaven, the 10th house in astrology. It is your public persona and is how the public perceives you, okay, by your achievements. The 10th house basically shows your career, your occupation, your job. Either it is expressed through the medical field, nurse, doctor, surgeon, or through theater. Either it be an actor or an actress or a musician. Basically, the 10th house shows you how and what you will achieve in this life path, basically on your persona. And also it can show your reputation status on how you can have a high status in the public world. If you're like maybe having a Midheaven Leo, you're definitely going to stand out of all because you're Leo. So people are going to look up to you. People are going to see you. So it's not like you're going to be more like an Aquarius in the 10th house. Like an Aquarius in the 10th house, they probably may not want to be seen, but they want to be seen for what they do for humanity. But if you guys don't know what your Midheaven is, please look it up. I'm going to get right into it from Aries all the way to Pisces. Okay, so let's get started. Aries Midheaven. If you have an Aries Midheaven, you are very bold, courageous, and very strong-willed. These people in their career sector is very well known. They like to be very independent. They like to be their own boss at whatever they do. So it's probably best with somebody that has a Midheaven to be self-employed, being their own boss of their own business. These people, I've worked with somebody that actually had a Midheaven in Aries, and when I worked with her, let it be known that if there was any issues or any problems, she had the same title as me when she worked, but people would look up to her, the fact that if anything that needed to be correct or anything that needed to be fixed, they would go directly to her. Like she was the boss, like she was my boss. And my boss and her boss was the same boss. But again, it's because of her reputation. People looked up to her as if she was the boss. And she didn't mind it either. She really didn't. And she took charge into making sure that if there was a job that needed to get done, it got done. These people are not scared to do what they have to do in their job workplace. They will take risks. These are people that are very risk takers. They like to change things up too also in their career. They may go through vast amount of careers, changing things consistently because they may feel like this job may not be for me, especially if they have to work under people. It's not going to happen. So they need to be able to find a self-reliant job that they're going to be their own boss. They could either be because it's ruled in Aries with Mars, it either could be something related towards them being athletic. Maybe they have to do something with sports, something to do with military, something that they can feel like they can be their own boss at whatever they want. Midheaven and Taurus. If you have a Midheaven in Taurus, you are very blessed to use your ability with your hands. Anything that has something to do with more of an earth quality. People that have the Midheaven in Taurus have the ability to do sculpting, something to do with architect, something to do with gardening, craftsmanship. You know, they could even be a really good person that is good at decorating the home, maybe an interior designer. They are good with the visual arts, maybe even very crafty themselves. Taurus rules also pleasurable things. So it could be something that you enjoy. What do you enjoy on your downtime when you're not working? A Midheaven in Taurus may be a person that provides beauty to people as far as doing their hair, because Taurus does rule Venus, so they may be a beautician that does somebody's here. You got to look at it too on the aspect that when you have the Midheaven and Taurus, these are people that are going to be very consistent in their job, and they're going to stay there for a long time. Consistent and persistence is the way to go, and their true security. These people are not just going to pick a job and then say, well, you know what, I don't think I like it in the next maybe 10 or 12 months. They're going to pick it for the long haul, and they're going to stay there. It doesn't matter if they have to go through ups and downs, rough points. They will stick it all the way to the end. They'll have that reputation that when they do retire, they'll say like, well, you know, such and so has stayed at this job and they've worked in this such and such career for so many years, but you know, they really did put an impact on helping the world. Midheaven and Taurus, you're going to look at it long term for your security growth on what you can benefit from, and also helping the world. Real estate. Real estate too, you guys could be good with the housing market, trying to sell people's homes. Also with could be another aspect, banks, maybe financial aspect towards banks, maybe handling with people's money. Maybe you could be good with banks. Maybe you could work at a bank, because Venus rules things that we love. We love money. We love beautiful things. The person that has a Midheaven Taurus could be doing that aspect of taking care of that as far as a job. Midheaven and Gemini. If you have a Midheaven and Gemini, the purpose for your life path and the career that you will be taking will have something dealing with information, magnitude of information. Your job is going to input on having the information that you get and receive and sharing it to the world. And this can entail having jobs that you could either be a reporter. With a reporter's job, you really have to deal with a lot as far as interviewing people or going on location and sharing that information to the world. You can either be a teacher, going to school and teaching people, you know, sharing information that you've learned and now you're teaching it to people. This could be either another job that can entail writing, fashion, designing. You're going to want a job. Midheaven Gemini is going to want a job that's going to be very high pace and very versatile. You even may end up having one than more jobs that you're juggling simultaneously at the same time, just to keep your mind at a high capacity of mental stimulation and information. You're going to constantly want to keep evolving with learning and obtaining information from different aspects on different avenues. So you're going to want to constantly change with learning and updating information, because once you do get information, you are going to feel like I need to share this and give it to not only from learning it for yourself, but also to help others. So you'll be in a career sector where you're constantly changing information, helping others to learn, helping others achieve their goals, making an impact, having a reputation for helping somebody learn, helping somebody have to an understanding of something else, relating with others, sharing this information. You even also have a public persona doing YouTube. You know, you could either be a YouTube guru. Maybe you were a person that was sharing information based on maybe hair tutorials or food tutorials, or something where you're learning with information that you've been taught. Now you're sharing with others. So that is a Gemini. Midheaven and Cancer. If you have a Midheaven in Cancer, you have the ability and your persona and your reputation and your career to be very caring towards others. You have the ability to read people on a deep level. It gets down to a point where I feel like when I have worked with somebody that had Cancer in Midheaven, And they treat their co-workers like family. They're just so caring with them. They treat them like family. They treat them like they're their kids. They're very nurturing. Like they'll buy you lunch, you know. They'll make sure, oh, do you need anything? Is there anything I can do for you? It's just more of a family type of comfort feeling when you're around somebody that has a Midheaven and Cancer. They would make really good careers working with child care, or working with people that have maybe disabilities. They have the ability to just have that innate ability to tune into their emotions, on somebody else's emotions on different levels. They can also be actors and actresses. They have the ability to understand by putting themselves in other people's shoes, having that empathy, having that understanding. That's why they have the ability to be very precise in acting and being able to portray somebody so well. It's the ability to put themselves in somebody else's shoes. A Midheaven in Cancer is very nurturing towards others. And their reputation stands as is. They're a nurturing, caring individual. And they love to make people feel supportive and make them feel protected and make them feel loved. They would make really good if they could. They could work with pediatrics, working with children, working with babies, or being a nurse. You know, they are really good nurturers. Leo in Midheaven. When you have a Leo in Midheaven, these people command attention. They have a powerful, commanding presence when they walk into a room. You're never going to forget a Leo in Midheaven. They have to be noticed. You will know a Leo in Midheaven. They have the ability, in whatever career that they choose and whatever thing that they do, you will know because of how their presence is. They have an over-the-top personality. You know, I'm just going to name off a couple of celebrities that I know that have, that I think maybe might have Midheaven in Leo, like Jessica Sanchez, the one that was on from American Idol. She, if you think about it, possibly could have a Midheaven Leo. She has that presence with her singing ability that draws everybody in. And you never forget her because she has a long lasting impression because of her ability to be able to sing. That's another thing. When you have that Midheaven Leo, you will always leave a long lasting effect for people to never forget you, even after you die. You could also have a legacy built on after you pass or die. These people are good influencers. Midheaven and Leos are really good influencers. We could name off a few, maybe Selena Gomez, Miley Cyrus. She is a good influencer. You know, I would say more so when she was like maybe Disney, but now she still has her reputation. But again, when she was Hannah Montana, as they would say on the Disney show, she still had her merchandise. You know, people would still go out and buy. You know what I mean? That would be an influence for children. You know, people would watch her. People would want to buy her merchandise. Selena Gomez, she was an influence. She still is to this day. And then we have Kylie Kardashian. She is an influencer, very good influencer, you know, with her makeup, her cosmetic line, with her lip gloss, you know what I mean? I know she's like I think a millionaire or a billionaire, but again, she is an influencer. People look up to her, people watch her, and people buy her merchandise. People with a Leo and Midheaven have a powerful presence, very powerful presence that you'll never forget about them.